Recently, in the deep waters off the Solomon Islands, a group of divers came face to face with a mystery that almost didn't seem real. What they thought was an ancient ruin turned out to be something even more incredible. This is how a living giant was mistaken for a forgotten civilization. Stay with us, as this video isn't about coral. It's about a discovery that challenges what we think we know about time, life, and what secrets the ocean still holds. The divers were on a routine exploration dive, surveying coral ecosystems in the Coral Triangle, one of the most biologically rich marine areas on Earth. But what they found stopped them cold. A structure rose from the seabed like a temple swallowed by time. Wide, towering, layered. It looked planned, engineered, as if someone or something had carved it from stone. It spanned nearly the length of a commercial aircraft, with ridges that looked like steps, like levels, like walls. Initial thoughts? An ancient civilization, a temple complex. But as they descended closer, the illusion shattered. What do they think was stone? It pulsed with life. It was alive. A coral of unthinkable proportions. The structure was, in fact, a single coral colony. Not a reef, not a garden of different species. One giant coral, Pavona clavis. To understand its scale, picture 5 full-size tennis courts fused into one massive, living fortress beneath the waves. And here's the wild part. Judging by its measured growth rate, this coral may have begun its journey more than 4 centuries ago. To put that in perspective, that's about the size of 5 tennis courts. It was born before the Industrial Revolution, before Shakespeare's plays were even published, before the telescope could even glimpse the stars. This coral has seen centuries pass, and still, it thrives. When nature builds cathedrals. What makes this coral colony so remarkable isn't just its size, it's what it resembles. From a distance, it doesn't look like biology. It looks like architecture, like some half-sunken ziggurat sculpted by ancient hands. The natural ridges formed by the coral's layered skeleton give the illusion of steps. The symmetry, eerily precise. From above, it looks man-made. This isn't the first time nature has tricked us. In Japan's Yonaguni waters, massive underwater rock formations once stirred speculation that they were sunken cities. And now, this coral joins the club. Only this time, the illusion is biological, not geological. A monument of resilience. Here's where it gets even more interesting. While coral reefs across the globe are collapsing at an alarming rate, this massive underwater giant, stands untouched. Corals everywhere are bleaching, losing their color and life as rising sea temperatures cook the oceans. Acidification is dissolving their very skeletons. Pollution chokes them. Overfishing unbalances ecosystems. Even something as harmless as sunscreen can be toxic to these fragile marine cities. Entire reefs that took thousands of years to grow are vanishing in decades. But not this one. This coral, it's alive, vibrant, towering. A multicolored fortress teeming with life. Fish, crustaceans, sponges, maybe even species we've never seen before are calling it home. It's not just holding on, it's thriving, like a green spark in a burning forest. Scientists are stunned. They think it may be genetically different from other corals, stronger, more adaptable, an evolutionary anomaly, or perhaps a miracle. Some believe it could be the key to saving our reefs, a living archive of genetic resilience, a kind of biological ark carrying the secrets of survival through a climate crisis. Because this isn't just a coral colony, it's a stronghold, a sentinel, and maybe Earth's last living blueprint for recovery. 13. The Coral Triangle's hidden wonders. Location matters. A marine cradle stretching across Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, Papua New Guinea, Timor-Leste, and the Solomon Islands. It's one of the most biologically rich regions on Earth, often called the Amazon of the ocean. Why? It's the beating heart of ocean life, home to the richest marine biodiversity on the planet. No other place hosts as many species of coral, reef fish, mollusks, and crustaceans. Nowhere else teems with such vibrant underwater life. But like the Amazon, it's under threat. Yet somehow, this coral endured. What else is hiding here? If a living structure of this size could go undiscovered for centuries, what else have we missed? Free Tirpitz. The sea. Ancient myths, modern echoes. Throughout human history, we've passed down stories of civilizations swallowed by the sea, tales of lost worlds like Atlantis, Lemuria, and Mu, vast empires pulled beneath the waves in a single cataclysmic breath. The lost city of Heraklion, once considered a myth, was eventually found buried under the Egyptian coastline. And across almost every continent, coastal cultures whisper similar legends. Sunken kingdoms, drowned temples, forgotten gods resting beneath the ocean floor. Something ancient, not carved from stone, but shaped by time and life itself. Accident. A coral colony, so perfectly formed, so architecturally symmetrical, it feels less like nature and more like design. It's discoveries like this that stir those old stories back to life. Because suddenly, the line between fact and folklore isn't so clear. Maybe some of those lost structures were real. Maybe some were never human at all, just living memory of the ocean. Here's a mind-bending thought. This coral has recorded 400 years of ocean history. Layer by layer, year by year, it has built itself up, responding to every change in water temperature, salinity, current, and nutrient level. If we learn to decode it, we could use it like tree rings or ice cores, a biological hard drive of oceanic memory. Think of it. A single living organism that has lived through colonial empires, global wars, the Industrial Revolution, and climate change. It's not just ancient, it's aware. Why this discovery matters now. We're standing on the edge of something big. Oceans are heating up faster than ever. Coral reefs, it's not just sad, it's scary. Because if the ocean crashes, everything else follows. And right now it's sending us a warning, loud and clear. And yet, at this moment of global decline, this coral was found. Why now? Maybe it's not just a coincidence. Maybe it's a signal, a reminder that even in collapse, nature leaves us clues, a new kind of ruin. We've always searched for the past in ruins, in ancient cities cracked by time, in crumbling temples swallowed by sand, in shipwrecks and tombs buried beneath centuries of silt. We call them monuments, evidence of the greatness that once was. But what if the greatest monuments aren't ruins at all? What if they're alive, still growing, still evolving, still breathing silently beneath the ocean's surface? What if the real story isn't about what humanity has lost, but about what nature is still trying to preserve? This coral, this colossal, cathedral-like structure isn't just a reef, it's a survivor. A message carved not in stone, but in living tissue and flowing currents. It rises from the seafloor like an ancient stronghold, yet it's not from the past, it's from now. And it's still speaking, if only we'd listen. To some, it looks like a ruin, something built long ago and left behind. But it's not a ruin, it's a warning, a monument not to death, but to resilience. A voice from the deep reminding us that not all treasures are lost. Some are still here, clinging to existence with every wave. The future beneath the surface. So where do we go from here? Right now, scientists are racing against time, mapping every centimeter of this massive coral colony. They're documenting its structure, its health, its vibrant biodiversity, even its genetic code. Why? A survivor. And it might hold the key to saving reefs all over the world. And explorers? They're wondering, what else is out there? Because if this coral could hide for 400 years, massive, alive, and monumental, then maybe the ocean is still guarding secrets we can't even imagine. Final thoughts. The ocean builds too. This discovery challenges everything we assume about construction, endurance, and memory. We often believe that only human hands craft monuments of significance, but the ocean builds too. It is alive, colossal, and current. A breathing structure that has slowly risen from the seafloor without blueprints, without architects, without intention beyond existence. And perhaps, in its vast, deliberate presence, it's telling us something vital. Not merely about marine biology, not only about survival, but about humility. About how much we still don't understand beneath the waves. Because maybe the ocean doesn't just hide forgotten civilizations. Maybe it protects the original blueprints for the future.